Well, welcome everybody to Understanding Social Media with me, Jonathan, and Nathan. We're just here to help you understand this new age of internet and social media and how much it's changing every day. So, as of right now, this is what we are seeing and how we would like to help you, yeah, understand the different social media platforms. Yeah, these social media platforms are not just giant billboards for us to brand our business on and to share what we're doing. It's also about building community, building people around us, and getting people excited about what God's doing in our communities and our country. Um, and different ways to do that is, through Facebook groups or Instagram posts, making even TikToks and YouTube videos, um, and having consistent posting, not just have somebody do it every once in a while, but having a full-time person dedicated to understanding and posting and keeping the community going online through these different platforms.
Yeah, and it's not just important to be consistent, but also to have an understanding of, okay, what type of content do I actually post? What can I post on my social media platforms besides just branding or just reposting or recreating the same thing that you've done over and over again. Whereas before you could post a picture and it would say a lot of things just by that one photo. The one thing that attracts people on social media these days is authenticity. To be a place where you can show the good things, the bad things, a place where people can be happy for you, they can cry with you, they want to see emotion, they want to see authenticity. And you can bring this out by, of course, sharing about your upcoming schools and events at your base, but also to share some of the life at base, what the things that are going on a daily basis, the things you're rejoicing for as your base, the things you're sad about, or things that are going on in the world that you want to tap into, as well as like what type of images. Maybe you shouldn't just post images, but have a differentiate between videos, between graphic images, between photos, and try to mix those up so that it just doesn't become just images and people get kind of bored with it, but they see something new every once in a while and it attracts them and it wants them to engage and follow more of the things you're sharing. As well as whenever you post text on images, the text can look very good, but what you will see most likely when you scroll through either your Facebook or you scroll through the feed of an Instagram, it will be a square. So if the text is overlapping that square, it will look messy. So whenever you have text on your images, try to squeeze them into that square so that the overall, when you scroll through it, looks just very clean and nice.
Yeah, and so different social media platforms have different target groups and they function differently. Yes, they are all social media, but they're each looking for something different. As you may have noticed, Facebook is looking for groups and events, whereas Instagram, has pictures and maybe some videos. TikTok is all videos. The same thing with YouTube, all videos. So understanding that what each platform is built for will really help you build your communities and build your maybe even followings or I don't know, or maybe better interactions with people. And Facebook is really focused on community building, like Facebook groups like this Facebook group. You can have other Facebook groups with like YWAM alumni, people who've done your DTSs or your other schools who have been staff. You can keep connected with them. You can keep sharing resources, even though if they're not at your base anymore, or they've moved on into different spheres of society, that you can still have those groups together and connect and still be YWAM. Facebook is also really good for events. People find events very easily on Facebook with little to no advertising. You just create an event in your area, and people can find it very easily. This, like, Facebook is really not so much about reaching the young, youthful generation, but more about keeping the current generation or past generations, or even some of the upcoming generations together. Not necessarily finding the next generation, but maybe keeping them all together in one spot. The Facebook target group really is about 30 to 35 plus. And maybe some people don't necessarily like that to hear that, but this is where most of that age group spends their time on social media, is on Facebook.
Yeah, and then we have Instagram. I think most people are on Instagram, both young and old. But yeah, target group wise, the people that you can find and reach the best on Instagram would be between the age of approximately 18 to 35. Those are the people that grew up with Instagram, that have gotten into it from when they started. And those people are still on Instagram, whereas the younger people, they might have Instagram, but it's not their main social media platform to be, to find stuff, to be involved. So target group 18 to 35. Instagram is a very good place to brand your base as a business, as a community place for you to to connect in on what is happening at your base, what schools are you running, what are you passionate about as a base, what is your focus, what are your values. Perfect place to share those things. As posts on your Instagram, you have reels where you can share videos, you can do storytelling, you can do short videos about the upcoming events, or catch on to social trends that are going on in the reels, and just build that connection with the people that you follow, as well as your stories, where you can do community building. You can just have short little clips or photos of things going on at your base. You can share events, you can repost things that are happening at other bases or in your area. Plus that you have the opportunity to do little questionnaires to figure out what are people interested in, what are going on in their lives, what do they want to see from your base. So use that tool to ask people, like, what do you want? How can we as a base help you to enjoy our account?
Now, one of the newest forms of social media with TikTok is just exploding with the target group of about 13 to 20. This is really where this age group really spends their time on social media. And this platform is strictly videos. They have, you can have a video from 5 seconds to 3 minutes, I believe. But the real target for TikTok, lengthwise for videos, is about 30 seconds to 1 minute. But TikTok is really a great place to show the life that you have in your base or in your personal ministry as well. Whether it's doing some silly challenges, or the dances, or whatever social trends are happening. You can also do what life looks like on the base, or what life looks like at an event. Maybe what are behind the scenes during events and what it looks like. If you have a big worship night, what does it look like from the worship leader's perspective, or what does it look like from the people running sound and slides? You can show a little bit behind and show what really it looks like to be a YWAMer. And of course, there's great storytelling opportunities. We as YWAM, we're full of great, amazing stories of what God's been doing in ourselves and our countries and our regions for decades now. And we have this great opportunity to reach the next generation through TikTok and get them excited from even 10, 13, 14, 15, get them excited about missions and YWAM and get that implanted into them then, before they're in high school, or whether they're in high school before they go to university, and get them excited to see what life is about in YWAM, and maybe do a DTS, and go into the spheres and represent who YWAM is, or what we are about, and who knows, maybe even our staff can grow from that.
Yeah, and as Jonathan mentioned earlier as well, we have YouTube. YouTube has been around for a long time, but it's becoming a social trend again. It's getting more and more popular again. More and more young people are spending hours and hours just going through videos, finding stuff they find interesting, they want to follow, and yeah, that has been for a lot of people for a lot of years as well. So the target group is actually very big, but in a way, in that sense, YouTube is a little bit limited on what you can post, because it's primarily longer videos that are good to post on YouTube. But this can be promotional videos for your schools. It can be some live around the base, promotion for your base in general, or you can simply post recorded videos from teachings you've had at your base, or things that have been going on in your nation or in your base that you have recorded, and you need a place to post it as like an archive to put content that you have. It's a good place to put it. It will be there. People can find it. People will watch it. And then to sum it up, we had Facebook target group 35 plus, Instagram 18 to 35, and TikTok 13 to 20, and then YouTube is kind of all generations.
Yeah, it's so good. I'd say if you even are struggling to maybe create this kind of content across all platforms, maybe you could focus on just one or two of them, especially starting out, and see where you guys are at. I know a lot of bases maybe only have one person running the social media, so it's hard to keep up with everything, and that's okay. And it doesn't have to be extravagant, but it does have to be truthful and honest, and has to communicate with integrity. And then we have there are resources out there for those creators if you need. There are programs and apps for helping you create better content. There are apps for free videos and pictures if you don't need some filler for videos or other posts. And there's even websites where you can find free music that are all copyright free. You don't have to worry about getting things muted or taken down off of social media. So we have these things, and they should be linked below or in the comments, but they'll be near this video.
Yeah, so as you are continuing to work on your social media, I just encourage you to maybe sit down with people from the leadership team or other creatives to figure out what is our vision, what is our target group, what content do we want to post, and what are the skills that we have at our base or our location. Do we have people that are good with video, or do we have photographers? Look for the people that already have the skills, because it will make it so much easier to create content and get content out. And yeah, as Jonathan shared, we've done some research, and we've created a list with some resources for you to use. Some of those are free, some of those are paid, but yeah, use them.
Yeah, well, I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about social media. Of course, there is so much more to talk about and dive into. Maybe that is for another video. But as for now, this is kind of a basic understanding of what platforms are and what is best on each platform, and maybe some tools to help you with that. So thank you so much for watching, and hope to talk to you guys soon.